Hello champions, you've been asking for them for actually before the September event even started. It's time for the October event, the Zombie Apocalypse, and we're gonna have a look at both Triple H and Jeff. First, we're gonna have a look at Triple H, the Skull King. He is the chase character, which is the guy you'll be chasing for the whole month. He is a striker, which means he's effectively the very first character in the game to have two versions of the same class for him. So let's have a look. First, let me say, you guys know I like to put out, well, at least from what I think, quality content. I like to put a lot of work into what I do to have a certain presentation, look, and everything. I really like to put times into stuff, and my previews are normally pretty extensive. Sorry about that, this might not be the case. I'll try to do the best I can, but time is really an issue this time. Previews are always last minute because we can't do them until the character is actually released in the game and they send it to us. Plus, this morning I got 1 hour to do both of them before I got to start work, because I did start working again. So obviously I'll be working, not doing this. So I got an hour to do both. I'm not even sure I'll be able to do both during that period. So I don't have time to go really extensively in a whole bunch of different movesets. So some of them we're going to be talking more than showing when there's variation of a moveset. So I mean, hopefully you guys will understand. It's either that or you wait a day. So let's dive into this. First, Triple H, he is modern era. Coach ability, 15,000. Purple move starting MP reduced by 3 for, oh shit. Purple move starting MP reduced by 3 for your opponent. Oh boy, that is a really good one. It's obviously 15k, but even the 9k one is MP reduced by 2 for. This is gonna be really strong. I mean, maybe not necessarily in Showdown, or I mean, it's probably going to be obviously situational, because if you're facing multiple characters, they're not going to be going all for purple. But if you're targeting someone specifically and you do take the time to switch your coach, this is going to be really strong against a lot of characters. Okay, Link's Zombie 2020, Zombie and Modern Era. And he does not have any gear. Let's have a look if he's as powerful as they usually are. Normally the chase characters, I mean, from recent memory, I can't even remember one that was not exceptional. I mean, not even just good or great. They're normally really OP. So let's have a look. First move we're going to have a look at is going to be the black 2, red 1, red 2, which is a moveset you can do starting at 3-star. It is a Sledgehammer shot, 8 MP black move, deal 32.6k damage, and destroy 5 random red gems. The cutter, which deals 29.8k damage and choose 4 gems to make into black. That's 8 MP red. And the Groin Kick, 6 MP red, deals 17k damage and choose 1 gem to make into black gem. This is a pretty cheap moveset since the Groin Kick is only 6. You could be using also instead, there's tons of variation you could do with this. You could use only one of the red moves depending if you have perks or not. Because the Groin Kick, regardless if you have perks or not, even if you don't do a character match, you're going to get it on the second turn. So if you have perks and everything, you're going to get the cutter much faster. So you could pretty much use both red and any of the 3 black, or you could use just one of the reds and 2 blacks. There's tons of variations of this one you could do. Let's just show you the other blacks you could use instead of the Sledgehammer shot. I kind of like this one better because it reloads your red. But you could use a submission instead, which plays for 4 sub gems and do 13k damage for 6 turns. And the remaining gems are going to be power gems of 23.7k. It's a lot of power gems right there. This is really strong power gems. Or you could use the pedigree, which deals 44 or 45k damage and a 55k bleed for 3 turns. So you could be using those instead of this one, but I kind of like the reloading better. Now we're going to be using Sting and Titus to do this. Sting to start with more red, Titus to create more black. And I did add both Ogun. Powerhouse Ogun adds 1 to both black, and NW Ogun is going to help to reload both the red or the black should we need it. I don't think he's going to be needed. Obviously the black we're going to be fine with the red. And the red normally, I mean, we're going to get 5 with the destroy. If it doesn't end our turn, it's not going to be enough. If it does, we're going to get a 6, so we're going to get the Groin Kick anyway. Not really needed. If I add Hall of Fame, I believe Brie, she create an extra black, that'd be even better, but I don't. So let's go with what I got. So let's do this. First, we're going to go with Vader. If I show you the active buff we got. 15% more health, gem do 15% more damage. That is standard for me because it's the feud bonus. Bleed move do 15% more bleed damage. That is a buff that Triple H gets for October, which is already active. Take 10% less damage from all current move. That is standard. And the current MLC bonus that are not ended yet are 20% more health. All moves start with 3 MP and match does +2. Let's do this. We're going to go versus Vader because he does not have any straps on, and neither do we. Sorry, I skipped that animation by habit. Let's create some. Let's make it there. That got me my red. Nice level 400k. Well, we did not even get to use the black because he died right away. Well, keep in mind we add a black move that would have destroyed some red. That could have been used as well. But I mean, he's a striker creating a ton of black. This is really often gonna end it right there. Alright, let's look at something else. Alright, so I'll show you a small variation of what we just did. It is going to be the Sledgehammer shot still, 8 MP black move, deal 32.6k damage and destroy 5 random red gems. The Pedigree, 9 MP black move, deal 44.8k damage and deal 54.6k bleed damage to your opponent for 3 turns. And the Groin Kick, 6 MP red move, deal 17k damage and choose 1 gem to make into black. Trainers are going to be exactly the same. Sting to start with more red, Titus to create more black, Ogun to create 1 more black, and again Ogun to reload both. Again, if you add Guersan, she would be a much better choice than Ogun is because it would boost the bleed, and you don't really need the extra MP from Ogun there. You could also, like I'm not going to do it right now because I want to show you in more common situation, but with all the perks like there is right now, you're probably better off using the cutter that is going to create extra gems instead of the Groin Kick. But in regular, if there's no perks or anything, the Groin Kick only costs 6, much easier to reload. Actually, the finisher reloads it for sure. Also going to start turn 2 regardless if you get a match or not. With perks, it's obviously turn 1, but the cutter is already 4, which means that with Ogun, you would be creating 5, which would be enough to load the 8 or 9 that you need if you make proper placement, which means you could use a zombie, not zombie, but shield set to boost the bleed instead of using Titus to create more gems. Although creating more gems mean more damage too, so I mean, with perks, I would definitely go with the other red and set a shield instead of Titus. Do this. And we're going to use this to make blacks. they're gonna be connected anyway. Reloaded bolt move. Okay, for some reason the bar did not move. It doesn't say that it doesn't move, but whatever, alright. I don't know if that's intended and they just didn't write it down, or if it's a bug, but I'll ask around. Okay, so it didn't end or turn, but we're gonna have the move ready next turn. I could have taken away some of his green instead. We got the bleed on. If it's intended for this move to not move the pin bar, holy crap, that just made the first moveset we did a hell of a lot more powerful, not that it wasn't already. Bleed on, let's get a red. I mean, he did nothing to us. Okay, we just need to end this. And it's over. That worked out really well. Again, I don't know if it's intended for that red move not to move the pin bar. I'll ask them. It's possible that they just didn't write it on the move, which case they will add. If it is intended, holy crap, the first moveset just became more powerful, because I would have just inverted which one I use first. Right, let's look at something else. Alright, let's have a look at another moveset. This is a moveset for red users, or against red users. It is going to be the Groin Kick, 6 MP red move, deal 17k damage and choose 1 gem to make into black gem. The Cutter, 8 MP red move, deal 30k damage and choose 4 gems to make into black gem. And the Jumping Ini, 1 MP purple move, deal 3k damage and steal up to 3 MP from each of your opponent's red move. This is going to be really great for those double red. By the way, I went ahead and I did confirm the Cutter, not the Cutter, the Groin Kick does indeed not move the pin bar. It does not show here, but it does show in the documentation that they sent, which I probably would have read if I had time. It is intended, unless they change it, but in that doc and what happens, the Groin Kick does not move the pin bar. That means for that first move, you definitely want to use that Groin Kick last, and it's going to be incredibly strong. So let's have a look. This is versus the red user. If you can use a variation of this without a red user there, obviously you can use the Spine Buster purple move here, 6 MP purple move, deals 17.5k damage and gain 6 red MP. You could go with that. Very, very versatile move set. I mean, there is a ton of different options, but I mean, with that not moving the pin bar, holy crap, this is strong. All right, so we're going to be using, again, Titus to get that those black gems going. We're going to be using Volkov so that black gems do more damage. Could use Dude Love, would do the exact same thing. You could use NWO Macho to create 2 more black instead. I kind of want them to do 35% more damage instead. Using Hogan to create 1 extra black, and X-Pack to help reload the red. No need for MP Trainer because the Ini is only going to cost 1. It might come as an issue if he doesn't have any red to steal from, though. So we're going to go versus Razor Ramon, because he does have 2 red move. He will have straps and gems and the whole shebang to reduce a hell of a lot of my damage, though, so keep that in mind. got those ready, so we're gonna keep the groin kick for last. Since it's not gonna move the pin bar. Okay, we just did like half his health, 300 and something, and nothing moved. Wow. Okay, let's do that again. Something like that, I guess. And we got 2 more. Let's put them there. And the bar didn't move. Let's get some reds. Oh, that was not enough. Well, now we just need to end the match. And it's over. Wow. Okay. I'll do it. This does change things for the first moveset. I'm gonna have to redo. I'm gonna reshoot that because we'll try to reshoot one of the variations instead. Let's have a look. All right, so since we didn't know that red move didn't move the pin bar, we're gonna redo that moveset, and we're actually gonna use a submission this time. So we're going to be using the groin kick, 6 MP red move, and while I was recording, they actually updated the move, so now we do see it. So it's deal 17k damage and choose 1 gem to make into black gem. Pin bar will not move. Cutter, 8 MP red move, deal 30k damage and choose 4 gems to make into black gems. Obviously we're going to use the groin kick last. And the inverted Indian deadlock, 11 MP black move, submission, plays 4 sub gems and do 12.9k damage for 6 turns. While sub gems are on the gem board, remaining sub gems turn into power gems of straight 23.7k. As we saw in the previous one, doing the damage, not really going to be an issue here, but a pin might be, so the inverted Indian is going to be there as a pin. Could be using instead the Sledgehammer shot here to destroy red, try to reload that. That would work as well, but we tried that the first moveset. So we're just going to try this just so you guys see something different. And we're going to go with Sting and Titus again and double Ogans. Okay, so let's use the cutter first. And keep in mind, we're going to use the other move to fill in the gaps. This. That. A lot of black. Alright, I didn't mess anything up. And now fill in those areas. And nothing moved. Alright, let's use the sub. I didn't get a lot of red, unfortunately. All right, now we don't have any red. All right, we're gonna get our red right now. Might have been some more efficient way to place my gem on my first turn so that I got more red, but there wasn't much red on the board. Alright, so let's finish this. That didn't go as well as I thought it would. Okay. Not gonna place that there, not gonna place that there. There's a lot of them there. It was more than enough to take out all his health anyway. A bit rushed because I got 5 minutes left to record. Alright, so that is pretty much it for Triple H. Lots of different combination you can do. Incredibly powerful character. He is an absolute beast. Probably, I think I like better the move that destroyed the Reds because it basically almost guarantees you're going to reload everything. So keep that in mind. Pretty much the first moveset we tried, but played in the right order now that we know that there's a move that doesn't move the pin bar. So thanks for watching, guys. If you're not already a sub, make sure to do so to be kept aware when I post new stuff. Any questions, ask them. And if you like the video, leave a like and share. See you guys. Geo.